maybe the lid. I wanted to make I want to show you how you do this in spaces. So if you open spaces, I hope you have spaces in your machine. It's open for you. Maybe 20 spaces I can put. No? What?
حتى في الاسبيسز متحدة.
Yes. Try type so you can see the Excel in your folder.
حطيت فايل، بعدين اوبن داتا، بعدين هنا اخترت اكسل من الفايلز اوف تايب. بعدين اختاري بيطلع لك كذا اختيارات، واحد منهم
فتحت Excel. Spaces. Yes. Open. Open. Yep. So you have it there. you save this file thing, you need to save it first to do this. Because now it's not saved, right? So save it, save file, save it to your, what's you call it? List, SPSS. It's saved now. So transform data. You see data structure. Data structures. So there is 3 types of structures. So I must select one.
First one.
So the first one, which is select selected variable interfaces, seem to be wide format to long, right? And we have also long to what? Wide. Right. Yeah.
Mix.
Yeah.
الأخيرة إيش؟
Here, yeah, this it is also you have long, but for example you have a data on cholesterol level, week 1, week 2, week 3 cholesterol level. Also systolic blood pressure, week 1, week 2, week 3, and also what systolic blood pressure, so week 1, week 2, week 3. So you are measuring multiple outcomes over time. So now this is how you see the coloring, different coloring, right? So let's say yes, next. Default, right? Next. Now this window, it says how many variable groups do you want to restructure? So there is 2 options. One it says 1. The other one says more than 1. So what this means, are you measuring one thing that you're trying to restructure, like only lead level? Or do you measure something other than lead?
Only.
Only one. You see, this is just like week 1, week 2, week 3. So yes, keep that as a default. Okay. Now ID. It just like ID, keep that as a default. Now trans 1. This is a variable to be transposed. Now what the variable to be transposed? All these here. I'm trying to transpose what? Week 0, week 1, week 4, week 6, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add them where? Trans. Now I can give a name for this, trans.
Time.
I have done this maybe a year ago. I haven't used SPSS doing repeating.
Trans or time?
This is a trans from transpose. So which one we're trying to transpose? I have to name the variable, the target variable. Okay, yes, target variable, which is would be late now. I change it to late. So what that means? It means it's going to create a new variable called late, and then this late is going to drop what? All these together. Like it's gonna put late at week 0, late at week 1, late at week 4, late at week 6. So I rename it, right? Do you have questions? Sorry.
I thought it would be end of the time, week or year.
Yeah, till now we don't have the timing is gonna come back later, or by default it's gonna create it, hopefully. So let's fix variable. What is the fix now?
Time. Treatment.
Yes. This ID, I'm just gonna make sure ID same as that. And then next. this is saying how many index variables do you want to create? The index variable here, doing some explanations, just to read more here. So index variable, I'm going to say 1. Okay, that's one factor. Index variable, which is I think the timing. We're talking about the timing. Or is it the treatment or the timing? The treatment would be fixed. Yes. So the index, see that? Why here are we creating now? It works. See the index? I can rename it. I can call it week. I can call it time. How I measure it weekly, right? So I'm gonna call it week. But now how many levels in it? 4. How do they decide 4?
Because
0, 1, 4,
Because
6.
I put,
4 level.
yes. And now here these are the levels. So do you wanna label it? It's okay if you wanna label it, but here you can just simply you can revise this to what? Just call this week. Right? So now you have week 1, 2, 3, 4.
we can 0, 1.
Or even look at this. They say name instead of you could use exactly the same, but I don't think would be appropriate for our timing. Let's just make it 1, 2, 3. But remember, the 1 mean what? The first line. The 2 mean week 1. The 3 mean week 4. We can change that later. Okay? But just remember for this now. Next. Now this is just for the options, handling variables not selected. It's saying drop them or keep them. Treat it as a fixed. It's 2 options. It is very interesting to repeat this again and one say drop, the other one say keep. But let's say drop, what's going to happen? Drop is going to give me what? Like the 3 variables, the ID, the week, and the late. If I input drop. Okay? Now, this is for the missing. In all transpose data, system missing or blank, I'm just going to let it as to be a default. Case count default. What do you want to do? I want a restructure, yes? Finish. It's working?
Yes.
Dropping. Stella?
Yes.
Stella? So can you do it alone?
Yes.
I think I don't remember. I have done it a year ago. So just by reading, we figured that out.
بصراحة هذه ميزة ال SPSS.
ميزة الساس.
إنه بيكون كل شيء هو شارح
في
نفسه.
option.
Yeah.
شارح نفسه.
So now this is ready for analysis. As you can see, ID repeated, right? Same patient. This is the same patient given what?
We classify.
See here? Actually, huh? And one of the patients is given placebo, right? So this is why the treatment is fixed. And this is at week 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I must change these, remember?
0, 1.
Yes. So now how I'm going to change these?
نرجع.
Right click
data.
on it.
There is 2 ways. Either you do here, recoding into the same variable, right? Week, like this. And and then you say old, new. So remember always system missing, always. But if it's 1 in the old variable, then in the new variable give it what? 0, right? Add. And if it's 2, then give it, is it 1, right? 1. And if it's 4, sorry, if it's 3, give it 4. And if it's 4, give it 6. Is that clear? Yes. Yes. Transform because it's the same variable. So now put the variable with here. Yeah. Yes.
عندنا ترانسفير
لا واحد
1 و0 و2 و1 و3 و4
إذا كانت 1 value غير value تصبح 0 add إذا كانت 2 تصبح 1 add right إذا كانت 3 تصبح 4 add كانت 4 تصبح 6 add Okay, so continue. Okay, now it should be changed, right? Now you have exactly the same data to use. Yeah. So now this is ready for mixed model. Okay. This is how we have SAS and SPSS. So now, if you try to do the analysis that we are going to do in SAS, analyze. I'm not going to maybe practice this today, but this is how you're going to do the mixed model. Okay, in SPSS. Generalize estimating equation. Generalize linear models, generalize estimating equation. So basically, you will see this variable here, the subject variables, which is for the ID. Now we're going to consider ID, remember, as a variables. So we're going to include that in our analysis. And now the covariance structure, you have to select one of these. So there is more than this. SPSS has only 5 or how many? Yeah, have 5. You remember this? AR1?
Yes.
Yeah.
And structure the last one.
And change and structure last one. So we have 2 more here, independent, which is likely this is same as the compound symmetry, the independent. Changeable and independent. So all these, there is so many different technique. Even in SAS, is give you more than 6 or 7, maybe 8. So yes, you have to select one of these and then just finish up your analysis and get your result done. So this is how it will be modeled in SPSS. We're going to cover this in SAS, inshallah, next week. We start from here. Lower than profile.
احلى شيء لما يكون كلاس الاستاذ خفيف. والله لما يكون خفيف نفهم والله اكثر.
ايوه دكتور you know that next week there is the conference
حتى الماندي؟
بس Monday حندا
بس هم شيء المنتدى
What conference?
هنا